Chapter 3 Season 1 build challenge is finally done. I asked my community to make maps based on Season 1, and these are awesome. We've got really fun categories, everything from the live event, to Spider-Man, to Star Wars, and all of the random skins in the Battle Pass. And then, of course, the Foundation. Thank you to everyone who submitted, and I'm sorry if you didn't make it in. Let's check these out. I always like to start this with where we left off in the last chapter. You guys always love to recreate what happened in the live event, and this last live event was so epic. And probably the most common thing that everyone made in this competition is the flipping island. Man, you guys really went overboard on this. So many epic builds of the island flipping or the aftermath of the Queen's Wrath. This was a really fun category for me as I saw your creativity coming out. And we have a few maps that were made that have codes for this, so let's jump into them right now. This first map is an alternate ending to Chapter 2 by Benny15. Basically, it starts the same with the Queen charging up and bringing in all of the UFOs, but then the 0 point comes out of the ground and the 7 send a rocket straight at the 0 point and blow it up, and then you're launched back into the Chapter 1 map. A good alternate ending. Now, if you're looking for a really good recreation of the live event, this one by Loud Silencer is by far the best. I showed this off in another video recently, but it deserves to be seen again as it's just next level good. This map is called The Rise of the Last Reality by JT Whitley, and I actually had a lot of fun in this map. It's not super complicated, you just have to kill all of the zombies, and as you do, you collect gold, and you can upgrade your weapons, which makes it easier to kill zombies. I really love the way this map looks. It just feels really epic as you're killing zombies. A good way to spend 15 to 20 minutes just running around and exploring and wrecking havoc. This map by Vex is a quick little mini event where the 0 point explodes and the island flips with you in it. You just need to go play it yourself. Okay, now let's move to our most popular category of this build competition, Spider-Man. We had over 150 submissions in this category alone, and for good reason. Spider-Man is awesome. We've all loved swinging around on the Spider-Man Mythics and Battle Royale this season, and while we have no hope of getting those in creative mode ever, you guys make up for it by your amazing build. Miles Morales makes many appearances in the build submissions, and my favorite, the bad guys. Lots and lots of Green Goblin. Doc Ock was obviously very popular. And of course, we've got a whole bunch of Venom. And PG places back in the build competition with the Spider-Man theme. We didn't have a ton of maps with codes in this category, but we did have one that is super good. Let's take a look at that now. This map is called, well, Spider-Man by MyCal Gaming. In this map, you swing all around New York City, trying to stop all of the bad guys in the Spider-Man universe. You have to find a bunch of items, which will eventually unlock a bad guy. You fight Doc Ock, the Green Goblin, and even encounter Doctor Strange. It's a really fun map, especially when you're dressed up as Spider-Man. This is the only other map with a code, but it's a really cool box fight in the middle of a bunch of webs. I thought this was a really smart idea, and this is a good one if you want to go in and compete against others. This is one of my personal favorite categories because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I love the Boba Fett skin and the Book of Boba Fett show that's out right now. So seeing awesome Star Wars builds always gets me going. Now there's only one map with a code in this category. Let's take a peek at that. This is Jabba's Palace by Son of Race Face and Void. They didn't just recreate Jabba's palace on the outside, they actually made an entire interior. Everything from Jabba or Boba's throne, the Rancor monster's pit. If you're a Book of Boba Fett fan, you're gonna love this. Now I'm gonna move to the random skins in the Battle Pass section. And let's start with Gumbo. Gumbo's gotta be one of my favorite skins of the season. He's just so unique looking. And I love the colorful, playful skins in Fortnite. There were a lot of submissions in the Gumbo category, and I particularly love this animation here. It's just awesome. Now we have Harlow, and lots of people built racetracks for her. You know I'm a huge fan of anything that has to do with racing, so Harlow builds get 2 thumbs up from me. This particular track looks really awesome and very colorful, and it even has a code for it. The Joneses got a couple of shoutouts, and Shansa particularly got some really amazing builds. I love this Taj Mahal recreation. I was just really impressed with all of the different kinds of buildings I saw in this Shansa category. And what is this, Bossa? Awesome! Now can we forget Sergeant John Llama? What an awesome skin, and you guys had some awesome builds. And finally, we look to Ronin. I love some of these more oriental builds. Gives me a real anime anime vibe, and as you guys know, I love anime. And so the Ronin builds end our random skins in the Battle Pass category. And now for the surprise category I wasn't expecting, the winter category. We're a bit past Christmas, and there's some Christmas in this, but it's still cold where I'm living, so winter still applies. I love this ode to Home Alone and all of these cool winter towns. This recreation of the Winterfest cabin is so good. Well done, it's Jaden. And there are quite a few other recreations of the Winterfest Lodge, and they're all really good. We had another awesome music block entry in this category here. Just take a listen. Now, Sherb YouTube had this awesome winter map where you have to find a bunch of presents and load them into Santa's sleigh. And then you got to buy guns, which I was a little confused what I needed the guns for until I walked into this cave to fight off some zombies. And while that was cool, I then got warped underground into this mysterious darkness where there's this boss to fight. This was a fun and really surprising map, and you guys should definitely go check it out. This final category includes submissions about the Rock or the Foundation and the Seven. I love the lore of the Seven and the Foundation, and think it's so cool we're finally getting more of a glimpse into these characters. I especially love that the Rock plays the Foundation, and I love this shout out to the Rock's wrestling career and this sculpture of the Rock and this funny animation of the Rock's eyebrow. I really loved everyone's recreations of the giant Foundation statue that's on the Battle Royale island, and there were a lot of these submissions. I really liked people's submissions about the Seven as well. This spaceship that the Seven pilot here is really well done. I love this submission, along with different bases that they would stay in. This trailer by Insomnia really blew my mind here. Let's just watch this for a second. The submissions really great, and we had a couple of maps that had codes in this category. This map is called Foundation Mission X by Cobalt. In this map, the Foundation has sent you to find 3 more helpers, and you find yourself going through different realities, doing some parkour, and even fighting some bosses. It's a pretty simple map, but it's a fun one to jump in for a few minutes if you want to go on a mission for the Foundation. In this map called The Seven's Last Mission by Tommy Guin, the Seven send you on a mission to find lost dimensional devices that are on a ton of different planets. On each planet, you have to complete a mission and find the device. I love all the different worlds in this, and we even get to go to New York City. This is a really well-made map, and I had a lot of fun playing it. So I highly recommend you go and check this one out. So there you have it. Once again, thanks to everyone who submitted, and I can't wait for Season 2.